Hi again. So in this lesson we will be working with upstreams and conflicts. Okay. So here's a repository called Upai which I'm mentoring as of now, and we want to first of all clone it and then work with it, and then if say something changes between our repository and the actual repository, we will have to deal with the conflicts, right? So we'll learn how to go about it. Okay. Here is my fork which I made in my account, and you can see that already there's a new commit in the actual branch. So my repository is a commit behind what is there in the original one. In the code you can see that I have an origin remote which is pointing to my repository. So if I want to pull the latest changes which are in the actual repository, which is what we call upstream, then there's no way to get it from terminal, right? To make that link, we'll add a remote, git remote add, and we can name it anything actually. I'll name it upstream because that is what it's usually called. I just copy this and place it here. Yeah, so you can see we have now upstream and origin. So origin is what my version of the code is, and upstream is what is actually there. Okay, now we will fetch our changes from the upstream. If we compare our version of the code with the upstream one using this command, get def master upstream master, then we'll see that there's a commit missing, right? We saw in the GitHub UI also that my version is a commit behind. So here we can see that, yeah, we are missing these changes, right? Okay, now there are two possibilities. One is that my repository is up to date with my actual repository, which is upstream, right? In that scenario, I don't have to worry about conflicts because my change would be the only change that is going. Then there's no problem. But if there is, a conflict, like suppose I also change this file and upstream also has a change, but I'm out of date, right? I'm a commit behind. So when I push my change, GitHub is going to tell me that, oh, your PR is having conflicts because there's some change already in README and you have also made some changes in README. So let's mimic that scenario. So suppose I make this it is, okay, very simple change, it is. So remember, this is just a change to my version. It works, right? Now if you see the UI, we see that we are a commit ahead and also behind, which obviously means a mismatch, right? So now if I create a PR, you can see that it says cannot automatically merge because there's a conflict obviously. So we can even, create a PR test, and we can see that there are conflicting changes. Okay, so because I'm also a mentor in this repository, I have this resolve conflicts button, but you wouldn't have it. So how to do it? Okay, let's go about it now. Okay, so now the problem is that my version of master and version of upstream is different, right? Yeah, so you can see I have written it is, but there is it is over here, right? So it's a mismatch, and GitHub or Git itself cannot figure out what to do with it. So we need to resolve it manually. So how to do it? There are several ways. One is rebase, one is merge. You can use either. Rebase is basically, rewinding back in time and applying each commit in sequence of the occurrence. And merge is going to find all the conflicts, present them to you, and ask you to fix those. And once you have merged those, you can create a new commit which is going to merge the changes from the upstream as well as your local branch. You can use both the techniques. Here I'll show you both. So let's try the merge one because it creates a commit which we can undo and then try rebase. Okay, so let's try git merge. So what we have to do is that we have to do git merge, very simple. What merge what? We would merge upstream master. When I do this, it tells me there's a conflict. And VS Code is very nice. Here you can already see that this has a conflict and these are automatically going to be merged. So I don't have to worry about these files. If you do git status, you can see that both modified is what we need to work on and not which not the files which are already working fine. Like I didn't touch these files and these were changed, so no problem, Git can change it fine. So if I go to merge changes, you can see in the VS Code UI, let me make some space. Here you can see that this is what my version had and this is what actual version has. Yeah. So here you can actually click either of these. So I know that I did not change this and it's coming from upstream. So this is what I want to accept. So I can simply do accept incoming, save, go to the changes part, click add and git merge continue. And it creates a new commit here. Done. So now if I do log, I can see I had created a blah sort of thing and then my merge thing is there. And if I push this, you'll see in my PR, the conflicts have been resolved. So this is one method. Now let's undo my commit. Okay, I don't want this commit to be there. So if I see, I have two commits. One is my actual change and one is the merge change. So let's undo merge change. Okay, so we do git reset hard. Remember, if you use hard, all your changes are lost. If you do soft, all changes are present but uncommitted. Okay, head. So from head, take the first commit out. Done. So now we are at blah, right? So if we again compare with upstream, we are a commit behind. So we can do git push origin master. So I'm just using force. So this is force. Because we are changing the way our history looked, git history, right? We had a commit, but now we are removing it. We have to do a force push over here. So if I refresh, you see that again we have a conflict because we undid our changes. Now we'll use rebase. Git rebase upstream master. So here you can see that it says rewinding. So remember how I told you that it's like putting changes one by one in succession. So here it says that again there's a conflict, right? So it would be the same one. So we basically accept the incoming change. Okay. If you do not use VS Code and check the file, say in Vim, so you'll see this is what Git actually does. It tells you this is the head part here and this is the your commit part. Okay, so if you have to manually change in your editor, if your editor does not support Git features, then you'll have to manually either delete this part and go to this part and remove this, or you have to use tools like source tree and whatnot. So we are going to use Git VS Code because it's very nice. And here I simply do accept incoming changes, save it, and I do git rebase continue. Sorry, we have to add it as well. So we add it. This is same as doing git add readme, and we do continue, and it does whatever it had to do. And now you see we only have one commit over here. We don't have a merge commit, and this is what got included before our commit. Okay, so if I push this to master now, again we have to force it because we have changed the way history looked. You can see that our conflicts have been resolved. So this is how you use rebase and merge. I hope this helps. I know it's a bit confusing, but basically the idea is that if your branch is out of date from the actual repository, then all you have to do is add a upstream or a remote like I showed above, like this. Then you basically do fetch upstream. This is basically getting all the new changes in the upstream. There are none as of now. And then whatever branch you are using, like say master, you rebase or use merge upstream master, and this would make your master up to date with master. But you notice that we had a problem here because we were directly making changes to master. This is actually not advised. What you should actually do for making changes is that you should create a new branch itself. So I create a new branch like test work. Okay, so this is how you create a new branch. So in this, when I create a branch using checkout, it is going to have all the changes which current branch had. So if you see, we have all these changes. Okay, and then I make all my changes to test work. because of this, I can work on n number of features without having to worry that my master is corrupted. If you're using only one branch for all the features, you'll run into problems like A feature was not yet merged, but you want B features to be merged, but A is still not merged. So how can you remove parts of A from B or B from A? So or it's all messy. I would recommend that whenever you begin working, you simply go to your master branch, you fetch all the changes in upstream, you merge those in, so you do rebase upstream master, and then you check out into your own feature branch like feature A. Here you make all your changes and raise the PR. This would help you to work on several features in one go, and whenever you have a problem like merge conflict, all you have to do is again rebase with master. So you go to your master branch, make sure it is up to date by doing git rebase upstream master, and then going to your branch again and then simply doing rebase master. So this way, first we updated our master branch, local master branch, and then we updated our feature branch with the changes in the master branch. So I know it's a two-step thing. You could have directly merged upstream master changes to your feature A branch directly, but this way you're ensuring that your master branch is never out of date, and whenever you work on new feature, you would have all those things. So I hope this helps. The summary is that don't work on master branch, only use it for getting all new changes. For each new feature, for each new pull request, create a new branch separately. Add upstream remote in your Git setup. From time to time, update your local master branch. And whenever you find a conflict or something in the PR, all you have to do is you have to rebase or merge the changes into your own branch. I hope this helps and it's not as confusing. If it is, please tell me in the comments. I'll try to explain. Yeah, thanks.